Hi guys, Zach here with Command & Conquer Red Alert video. In this video, I'm doing a troll game on the map Hamburger Hill. I'm starting in the top right position, playing as the Allies. What I'm going to do in this game is I'm going to have no tanks as usual. I'm going to allow rangers, artillery, things like that. I'm also going to allow base defences, but I'm only going to build base defences in my opponent's base if I can capture a building with an engineer. So I'm going to be using APCs and engineers to try and capture buildings and then building base defences and see if I can take over their base. So we'll have to see how that goes. First of all though, I need to get my economy started and I just need to be careful because it's going to be, the first part's always the hardest part. Once I can get some MCVs out though, I will be able to build faster and build some base defences to defend my base first of all, and then if I want to go and attack my enemy, I'm going to need to either build mass ranges or I'm going to need to get engineers in there to take over some buildings. The only thing I can't build though is tanks, and I'm not going to do any base crawl tactics with the structures towards their base. It's all going to have to be done with engineers. And now getting a service depot out, I'm going to get a couple of ore trucks out there. And just having a bit of a look here, and we're getting some visibility on the bottom right position. So this is very major. We can see the construction yard there. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull back. I don't want to hint it at the moment. But we're going to get those 5 engineers built and go for that early dive bomb. What we do need to do though is we need to make sure our economy is good. And also get out an extra MCB. Just building that extra power plant. I'm going to need plenty power. So yeah, we've got to do that. And before I build that, I'm going to build an APC, because I'm going to need an APC in order to transport those engineers. Then I can focus on getting more MCVs out, just so I'm going to have that faster building speed. So that APC's down there, I'm going to load it up with those engineers and just waiting for the extra war factory to be built as well. It's just going to mean I'm going to be able to increase the production of those MCVs. We can see some tanks there as well from Cyan. And I'm just going to send that infantry down just to see what that crate is. Hopefully it's going to be something decent. But now I've got those 2 war factories out. And that's going to increase the building speed, so I'm going to be able to increase the MCV production.
Construction complete.
And just 1 MCV out, so that's going to increase my building speed. And now I can start building towards the top position, because in the top position there's extra ore. So it's just getting some ore silos now just to go over that gap there. And now we're getting quite close. We've got yet another MCV out. So we're going to have an absolutely great building speed, and that's going to allow me to build some more ore refineries, because I'm going to really need to get that economy going, especially if I'm going to build some base defences when I attack Cyan's base. So yeah, another one there, and that's put me in a good position so far, and got another ore refinery out there. And we'll get a radar dome as well for good measure. Instead of building an extra ore refinery, what I've done is I've just got an extra ore truck. And we can see those defences from Cyan starting to build up. He's got quite a few more tanks now. So hopefully I'm going to be able to get in there and start building some base structures. So we're going to try and dive right through there. Let's see if we're able to do this. It looks like he's stacking up quite a bit of ore as well. We're able to get through. Has he noticed? It doesn't look like that's the case at the moment. We're going to be able to unload those engineers, and they're going to be able to get into that MCV. And we've got a construction yard, and we've got it on full HP as well, so it's going to be a bit harder to destroy. He's going for the APC first, so he was, and now we're going to be able to build some pillboxes. We'll have to see how this goes. We're just going to try and build as many around the base as we possibly can. He does have a lot of medium tanks though. The question is, can we build the pillboxes fast enough? I'm just going around here at his base and trying to get as many pillboxes. We'll have to see if he decides to rage quit as well. But it looks like at the moment he's just chasing those pillboxes. And the question is, can I get enough around his ore refineries and things like that to start destroying his ore trucks? Well, those tanks look quite numerous. He has got a lot of medium tanks there, and it looks like these pillboxes aren't doing enough damage, because pillboxes don't do a lot of damage against tanks, unfortunately. What we're going to try and do though is surround this ore refinery and see if we can get some maybe ore truck kills. But we just have quite a few ore trucks with him. And now you can see some of those tanks now getting on low HP. I'm going to start trying to get some turrets out as well because they do a bit more damage while he tries to destroy those pillboxes for those turrets and building quickly enough. And it looks like it's starting to overwhelm my base defences. So I'm going to try and go back to pillboxes, but it seems like this progression may be halted a little bit. So try and build up the numbers once again, but those medium tanks just too strong. And yeah, it must be really annoyed at the moment though. He's been chasing these pillboxes around for quite a while, and I was hoping to try and whittle his tank numbers down slowly but surely, but it just seems like there's too many there. And because he has quite a good economy, because of those gems, he's able to like sort of like build those tank numbers up. So he's like producing tanks as fast as I'm destroying them, and that's been a bit of an issue here. And now you can see he's starting to catch up to me. I've only got 2 of those pillboxes left, and yeah, you can just see now he's just destroying the last few, and it looks like this is going to be halted because I'm running out of ore as well. And yeah, those no more base defences. What I'm going to need to do though now is I'm going to need to defend my base, because I think those tanks are going to be coming for me. So I'm going to need to bulk up my defences ASAP. Although those tanks don't seem to be coming as quickly as I thought they would, but I'm going to be getting some turrets out as well now, and we'll have to see if Cyan's force is going to come up. It looks like I can see on the mini-map there's quite a few tanks coming their way, and I just need more funds at the moment because I'm pretty low, and we can see those medium tanks coming in. I've got a few base defences. The question is it going to be enough? It's sort of like a bit of a bottleneck, so he'll have a hard time getting through, but he seems to be running right past the base defences and going straight for the MCVs, and he's going for an attack on them. He's not trying to destroy those base defences, which is sort of a bit helpful for me in a way. And now I'm getting some more base defences around those MCVs and just trying to destroy those ore trucks. And you can see those tanks sort of there trying to push through. Well, a lot of those tanks are on low HP, and he's doing quite a bit of damage though to my base. And what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and have a sort of like runaway MCV. So while he destroys my other MCV, I'll have one on the run, and hopefully he won't notice where that goes. And now he's trying to go for those war factories, which I obviously don't want to lose, but I'm going to have probably no option. So I'm just going to hope this MCV is well enough hidden so that he doesn't know where it is on the map. And those tank forces now starting to be whittled down a little bit.
Construction complete.
I'm just going to build some more turrets there, so he's going to know I have a construction yard somewhere because he can see me building buildings, but he probably won't know where. So just building as many structures as I can there. And yeah, should have yeah, I was just too slow there, but we'll just pause our ore trucks there. It doesn't really matter too much because I've got plenty of funds, and it looks like for now we've managed to stop the advance of Cyan. The thing about Cyan now is that he doesn't have a construction yard, so he's not going to be able to build as many tanks once his ore trucks run out of gems and have to start long distance mining. So it could work quite well for us. Also, I'm going to have a bit more time just to bulk up those defences and get more turrets in, which are strong against tanks, and also get them like close to that bottleneck. Although there's other angles that he could attack from, so we'll have to be careful about that. But for now, just trying to get a few more turrets in, and hopefully that'll just be enough to be able to defend from our opponent. And just having a look at Cyan's base there, and it looks like he hasn't got too many tanks at the moment. I do need to be careful though, because there are 2 other players on the map, and they could provide a problem, especially if I get attacked from the left side of the map at the moment. So I'm just having to keep an eye on. I've got that like construction yard still outside my base. I've got now a war factory though, quite crucially, so I'm going to be able to rebuild some of those extra MCVs and get that radar dome back up so I can see what's going on in different parts of the map. I can now bulk up my defences a little bit more, and hopefully I'm going to be able to expand to extra ore patches, because I'm definitely going to need to. And now we can see those Cyan tanks leaving Cyan's base, so it looks like he's going to the left, so I don't know if he's being attacked or something, but he seems to be going that direction. I thought he was going to go for an attack on me, but I know he's well prepared. You can see how many turrets I've got, but it does look like he's going over there. So we'll have to see. Actually, what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to build a spy. So we'll send a spy and we'll go into his radar dome, because if I go to his radar dome, I can see what he can see.
Construction complete.
And just getting some more MCVs out. So while I'm getting those extra MCVs, I'm going to get the spy down the map and hopefully be able to get it into that radar dome. So we'll have to see if that's going to be possible. But it doesn't look like he's got any base defenses, and the spy I don't think gets attacked anyway, so hopefully that spy is going to get in and we can see where Cyan is going to be going to, because we'll be able to see everything that Cyan's doing. I'm also going to get an APC because I'm building some more engineers.
Unit ready.
But yeah, what I'm wondering at the moment is, am I going to need to use all the engineers against Cyan, or am I going to need to use them against another opponent? Because obviously it'd be nice to have my side of the map, I guess, so I only need just getting another ore refinery there. So I'm now on the middle ore patch, and I'm going to get some base defences there just to secure my position. And now we've got the spy into that radar dome, and we can see that Cyan is now heading to the left side of the map, and we can see some red units there on the radar dome, and we can also see some yellow ore trucks trying to go through that bottleneck. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some turrets there just to defend this part of my base. And yeah, just having a bit of
construction complete.
So just yeah, putting some base defenses there. We can see those red units in the middle of the map, bottom of the map, and it looks like red has an absolute huge army. So this could be a big problem. And I'm thinking it might be red that I need to go for the attack on. So I'm going to send some engineers down there and see if I can do anything against red's base. We also haven't seen much from yellow, who must be in the top left position. Apart from the ore trucks coming across, we haven't seen what the army's like at the moment, but sending that APC and getting a bit more visibility. And I think, to be honest, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to try and get the tech centre, because I can see a lot of the map now anyway, so tech centre, if I lose it, I lose visibility, so I might forfeit that. And now we can see a bit of yellow's base. It looks like yellow's expanding down the map, and red is probably locked in the bottom left position. But at the moment, red does have the tank numbers, so we'll have to see, should we decide to go for an attack on red, or should we go for yellow? It's a bit of a difficult choice to make. We're just going a bit further down now, and we can see that red and yellow are having a bit of a battle themselves. Red looks to be doing a bit better though. Having said that though, he may have the tank numbers, but it looks like red has lost his last ore refinery and those ore trucks stationary, so red may be in a difficult spot after all. He has lots of tanks though, and he'll be able to go for the counter attack. The question is Cyan going to go for the attack, and yellow bringing more tanks down also? So this is a bad spot for red, and the question is, does he have an extra construction yard? Because he'll need that to rebuild his ore refinery. And yellow taking some helicopters down there for the attack on red also. And I'm just trying to get that MCV away and up to the top of the map, because I think yellow is the biggest threat at the moment. And you can see that helicopter army, and now red isn't pleased because he's saying a 2v1, which it sort of is actually at the moment. I was going to go for the attack on him, where I saw how strong he was, how many tanks he had, but now that I've seen what position people are in, I think I'm going to go for the attack on yellow. So I'm taking this MCV up to the top of the map, and I'm going to see if I can get it inside yellow's base and start getting some defend pillboxes and turrets up. So we can see a tech centre here actually, so we'll now try and get inside that MCV, and unfortunately as soon as I get the engineers in, I do manage to capture it, but unfortunately it gets taken out straight away before I'm able to heal it up. And we can see now red going for the attack on Cyan, and the question is this Cyan's last battle here? Because it looks like red has an almighty army of tanks, and it actually red could still be the most dangerous player here. We'll have to wait and see, yeah, I distracted yellow a little bit there, so yellow might be a bit on high alert. And the question is yellow going to retaliate? Are they going to send some tanks over, or are they going to still focus on red? I think they might focus on red because red is closer to them, but we can see now Cyan getting absolutely hammered by those red tanks, and it was a big mistake from Cyan. I'm quite surprised that Cyan went for red and not myself. You'd think after that early attack he'd be wanting revenge on me, but maybe he just thought I had too many base defences and wasn't going to go try and do another attack. Who knows?
Unit ready.
However, it does look like Cyan is going to be wiped from the game any moment now. I think that's his last building, and those red tanks we could just see on the radar dome are plentiful. We've also got our rangers around, so we'll be able to do some damage with them. I'm also getting some more engineers out, so I can go for another engineer attack.
Unit ready. Building.
So yeah, getting some of those turrets out, just defending those gaps a little bit more. I can see on my radar dome as well, the yellow is going for another attack on red. So I'm just going to get those engineers out and maybe go for another attack on yellow. We'll have to wait and see. So we're going over to yellow's base once again. I can see that red has another ore refinery. He had that extra MCV after all, the construction yard, so he was able to rebuild. And now I'm sending that APC with engineers towards yellow's base, and yellow once again destroying those ore refineries, and that's going to put red in a bad spot. But that army of reds is coming back over. He only has yellow to focus on now. The thing is yellow going to do too much destruction that red is not going to be able to recover? And that's the thing, that's why I'm waiting to see what's going to happen between those two players. And now that Cyan's sort of like out of the game, or almost out of the game anyway, I'm going to be able to expand to the middle south position. I'm going to get some MCVs to go there very shortly. Build another war factory as well, because I think I only have one war factory now, so another one will be helpful, and I'll be able to build those MCVs a little bit faster. So yeah, just going down to that middle position. We could also see red is there, so we might be getting a bit of a conflict there, I guess, but oh, yellow's down there though, so because I would have had to send my rangers for that. And Cyan's also there as well, actually, so we can see those helicopters coming in now, going for the attack on one of those MCVs, and the other MCV is going to go down also. So what I need to make sure I can do is just thinking about where I'm going to need to get that ore refinery down pretty quickly, just so I can get some get established there. So that ore refinery goes down, and now I'm going to build some base defenses just to defend this position in case yellow goes on the attack. But it looks like yellow at the moment is solely focused on red, who's going for the attack on yellow's base. And I need to get some power up, else my building speed will be slowed down. And there's still some like Cyan units around, but I think those are just units that are just remaining from the earlier forces, because I don't think he's got anything. Yeah, he's got like a few like silos left, so it's not much really. And now getting some rangers out as well.
Unit ready.
And just having a bit of a look at here, but it looks like yellow is back on the counter attack, but yellow's base is almost decimated by red, so it looks like they're almost taking each other out here. So I do seem to be in a pretty good position, just getting some more map visibility there so I can see the whole of red space and see what's going to happen. But right now we can see that yellow is coming to the middle bottom position with his MCVs. I think he knows that those buildings are going to be destroyed at his base, and he's trying to expand to this part of the map. I'm getting another war factory out, another couple of war factories out, so I can build those rangers really quickly, and I'm going to hopefully be able to defend against this. Yeah, these yellow tanks are coming in now though. It looks like the red force has been pretty much destroyed, and I'm going to try and take out those MCVs. So let's see if we can take out that first construction yard. I'm just going to need to go past those tanks, because I don't think I'm going to be able to fight that many. We'll see if we can take out this construction yard though with those rangers, and it looks like it's going to go down just about, and now we can go for an attack on that other runaway MCV. Just to catch up with a bit of what things were said in the chat, Red said earlier kind of BS, but whatever, good game. And then Cyan said unplayable with this lag, and then Red has also said just recently ask yellow and teal whether they're playing as a team. And he's also wished me good luck. He said good luck green, so he's supporting myself. Obviously he'd like to see yellow and teal go down, as they sort of like teamed up on him. I think that just happened by chance though, because I've played with yellow quite a bit, and I don't think they really team up with other people. It just happened that, well, if you think about it, red was a sensible person for yellow to attack. The only weird thing was Cyan coming right across the map. to attack in the bottom left position after being attacked by me. Right at the moment though, we've got both Yellow and Cyan attacking my base, and it looks like my war factory and oil refinery are in trouble. Those helicopters are coming in, but the helicopters have landed and a couple being taken down by those base defences. So a bit of a misplay there from Yellow, and they land once again and take a little bit more damage. Are they going to be able to get that or war factory down? And they land again, and each time they land they're taking a bit more and more damage. I'm also getting some air defences up, and a few of them go down, so I think those helicopters are now out of commission. And in chat, Red has just said, hell yeah, Green. So he's enjoying the ending of this game, me destroying Yellow with the Rangers. So that is the Yellow MCV. Is that the last building? It definitely is, and Yellow is out of the game, and now it's only Cyan left, who's only got some ore silos. He's got no tanks left on the map. He used them up trying to destroy that ore refinery, which was unsuccessful. It felt though with that game that I was more of a spectator for most of it, just watching that fight between Red, Cyan and Yellow. Red did a great job with the tank numbers. He was just unlucky to get attacked from both sides. He had Yellow coming from the top and Cyan coming from the side, and he had to take Cyan out, which he almost did. Well, he pretty much did, and then he went for the attack on Yellow. Just his base got destroyed then, and he got knocked out. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm actually bottom of the leaderboard as well.